Greetings! Today I'm going to show you how to navigate through treering. So start by going to treering.com and then signing in. If it's your first time, probably your password is Bluebirds. After you log in the first time, you should change and update your password to something that you can remember. This is the home screen. Every time you log in, you're going to see this first. If you scroll down, you'll see all of the previous yearbooks that we have made in treering. You can order them here. Anybody can order their back yearbooks, but we're not going to be messing with any of these. We're focusing on this year's yearbook, which is going to be this top one right here, 2019-2020. Over here on the left toolbar, you see there's going to be some options. We are almost only using anything in the editor tools. When you click on yearbooks, that's when you see the list of all the yearbooks for all the years. When we go into the editor tools, that's where we can see and work in our yearbook. So the dashboard gives us some information over kind of marketing sort of things. The checklist is a guide for what tasks we need to do, and it kind of gives us some deadlines for doing things. We don't really pay attention to the deadlines, but it is kind of a nice guide to help us stay on track. Organization info, you're never going to be messing with. Promote, I do sometimes download flyers from here that I send out to the student body and parents, but you guys aren't really using that. And people, we already worked with. You saw how to update, add, and delete students on here. And orders is where I can see all the orders that have been made so far for this year or any previous year. As you can see, there's none this year. So let's go back to our home page. From here, we can edit the yearbook. As soon as we click on Edit Yearbook, it's going to open up the software that we use to create the yearbook. There's a few different options here. The status just kind of gives us an overview of where we're at in the printing process. Settings allows us to set some of the specific things for our book, how many pages we have, how much it costs, whether or not we have custom pages. This is where we find the student index. You would just click View Index and then copy or download the index, and then we can paste it right into the last page of the yearbook. That's really helpful later. Style is where we can pick different styles for the yearbook. This is just a template cover. We don't have to use that. We can look through the different pre-made themes and styles that they have. This is really helpful and easy for us to choose one of these that's going to fit well for us and our student body, because it's less work for us to have to do. And especially with being such a small staff as we have this year, it would definitely save us some time if we could pick a theme out of these pre-made styles. So let's say we pick a style, judging a book by its cover. There's also some pre-made page templates that'll come with it that you can pick from. So when I clicked on Add Pages, you can see these are some of the ideas and backgrounds that they have that are already pre-made for this theme here. If we picked a different style, there would be different layouts in this area here. We can use any of these layouts, we can modify them a little bit, or we can make our own layouts. We can start with a blank spreadsheet, and we can still find some of these different graphics and add them into a blank sheet if we need to custom make something for ourselves. I'll come back with how to edit pages and do some of those things in a minute. Manage is where you see all of your page spreads in order. You can click and move them around in here. Preview allows you to kind of just blow up the book and thumb through it without editing anything. It lets you just kind of see it. So let's go back to edit. Again, over here, this button where we add pages is how we add new pages. Let's just go ahead and pick one from down here that I can show you a couple of the different tools. Sure, I like this one. We can favorite it so that we can find it later, or if we're not sure if we really like it, we don't need to favorite it. We can just click and drag it on here. You can drop it anywhere in the book, beginning, and the only thing is we can't drop anything inside of this cover right here. It doesn't print. And also the very last page spread. We don't want to move that around. So that's a pretty rough overview of the whole site and all of its different features. Again, you can always go back to the home screen and get to some of the other features over here, or if we want to go back into editing our book, we go to edit your book. If we go to editor tools, that's going to be more for staff things, settings, but if we go into edit yearbook, that's where we build the actual yearbook.